need to be able to get the reaction shots so I can like zoom in and be dramatic if this sucks, whatever this is. So hi, Grey Ghost. This is my channel. Ooh, those oh, I didn't even notice the dislikes. Oh great, this is off to a great start. I don't know what this is. I just saw a video on one of the Total War fan Facebook pages, and so I followed the link and immediately was just like, okay, let's just see how it is. Let's see what this is. I didn't even notice the dislikes. I opened the tab. And I went and ate some hot dogs and contemplated what Total War Elysium could possibly be. I did not even look. Oh my god. 51 likes, 32, 14,000 views. That's not really a huge base to draw from. Still, that ratio is pretty nasty. Nasty. Alright, well, let's check it out one more time. Yeah, we're all good. Each year had its greatest... Okay, it's already gone by too quick. Only 1 minute. Creative Assembly, Total War each year had its greatest general. I guess Viking guy, eyeliner dude. But who was the greatest of all time? Oh, that's very modern. That's an interesting idea. Napoleon, Sun Ren. Okay, so they're just touching on... Okay, so that was Victorian. I was hoping that was them kind of inching the timeline, but they're clearly just revisiting all their old settings and bending up. A card game. A card game. Oh wow, look at that. Look at the tactics, guys. Oh my god. Fucking Gwent knockoff bullshit is this? Call in your reserves, Cao Cao. What would happen if we put light infantry versus nomad cav? If Napoleon fought Sun Rin? Find out whenever we play these fucking cards against... Are you kidding me? Like, seriously, is this really what we're playing right now? Fucking Total War Elysium, my dick. What are you doing, CA? What are you doing? Here, have some of that. Have some of that. Go to your fucking page to find something to dislike now. Do you have anything about... Okay, good. Good. Yeah, you better keep this far away from your fucking page. What are you thinking, CA? Just... When has your property ever been card games? That's why... That's what you're going to attach your brand name to, is card games? That'll be great. Yeah, I'm sure that'll do a lot for the fan base as far as motivating them to be excited about the next title. I'm already, like, just not at all excited about Troy. I don't expect great things from it. Just like Thrones of Britannia, the Saga games, I really wasn't that excited for it. Even Three Kingdoms, just, like, I played it, I liked it, it was good for what it was. But I've been playing Total War for so long that this, like, I love Total War for what it does. Nothing does what Total War does, but the refusal to evolve the game at all. Like, I know that it has evolved in some ways, in very specific ways, But overall, the gameplay loop's the same. It's the same game that it's been since the first Shogun. You build armies, you take territories, you build more armies, you take more territories until the whole map's yours. That's what you do with it. There is Three Kingdoms tried to do something different with the diplomacy system, and it's a good foundation, and I'm really surprised at how little there was actually there, because it's a great system to branch off further, and you can do all kinds of madness with it. But I don't understand where their head is as far as what they're trying to do with this franchise, because they have to do something with it. They have to do something with it. I'm already burnt out really hard. That's why this channel has, like, I genuinely, like, even coming back to, I played a little bit of Total War when I got home last time, and I couldn't even play for like a whole hour of the medieval 1212 mod. Like, even though it's a brilliant mod, and I'm really impressed by the work of the creators, and I just couldn't get, because even in that good, like, even with the good mods and a new setting like 1212 new setting, it still didn't feel fresh. Same thing with Warhammer 2. I haven't touched Warhammer 2 since the Eshin Lord came out and all that DLC. And like, I'll definitely play whenever Warhammer 3 drops, but just, I think I'm just really jaded as far as Total War. I played way too many campaigns of Total War. Way too many. Yeah. That's why I kind of went hard on that one video of just me rambling about Modern Warfare with Total War. Just something needs to happen, you guys. Something needs to happen. Like, something, and it's not card games, I'll tell you that fucking right now. There needs to be a shift in the game in some way, and I think the best way to do that is to pick a setting that they haven't done yet, divorced of a time period that they are comfortable with. That's the key part, is that they have to do something that they're not comfortable with. Otherwise, we're going to be sitting here waiting for Rome 17 to come out, and we're going to be playing the same fucking game over and over. This is just Madden. This is just FIFA, but a strategy game version of that. And I don't know. I'm not cool with that. I'm not cool with playing that game and playing their game to just recycle this shit over and over and over again. Three Kingdoms was a departure, for sure. Hero battles being something that I thought should have been in Warhammer. That's just an odd... It's an odd thing how they simultaneously tried to shake up their game formula while also not shaking up their game formula at all. They expanded diplomatic options. They added heroes. Okay. Like, what is it supposed to do? DEI is a great example of what you can do to shake up the actual campaign mechanics, which is definitely the place where the campaign needs to be shaken up. Battles are tight. They are tight like a tiger. They are absolutely on point. Nothing does what Total War does. They have that down pat. But this same old shit of building armies to take cities to build more armies is just so tired. The vassal system, Three Kingdoms, the diplomacy crafting, great place to start. Great place to start. But take advantage of modders like those in the Divide et Impera team for Rome 2, who added stuff like population mechanics and culture mechanics, and these things where you're actually interacting with the people. You know, your population feels more tangible, and that gives your campaign map, even that little detail gives that campaign map that much more life. That way you're recruiting named legions from a specific region of Italy, and you know that region for providing your best legionnaires, or something, just little things like that, little quirks that develop over time based on these systems that are what's the word? These systems that are unfolding over time as the course of the game goes on, which is what the diplomacy system is. These alliances craft and these narratives build, and I wish they had. One of the things that fucked up characters is moving away from the medieval 2 system of building character traits. So like in modern Total War, you just pick a skill point and you just make that general whatever you want. And that's great for convenience sake, but it gets to the point where there are definitive meta builds for each character. So you are actually hindering yourself for not building optimally every single time. So this leads to generals that all look exactly the same. They all feel exactly the same, depending on what faction you're playing. And even then, within that particular faction, no matter what faction it is, usually your generals end up feeling the same as all your other generals. Whereas Medieval 2, it was more like a Skyrim kind of leveling system almost, where you had your father, your mother. They would have a child. The child would have traits based on what the parents had, and then those traits would develop once they came of age, and you could use them as a character. You could either use them as a governor or use them as a general, and based on the character in question's personality, they would be better suited for one role or another, and they would evolve based on their performance, either in cities or based on how they performed in battles. So you didn't have as much control over it other than just wanting to use these characters and develop these characters on their own as like a normal person would. You don't get to just be like, you're good at battles now. You actually have to put that person in a position where they are a novice in battles, and then they get better and better and better. And they get better by performing well. Not just, like, you can't just win a bunch of Pyrrhic victories and then still just grind XP in that way and then still get accolades, Like, you actually have to have heroic victories to get high command stats. You actually have to put in the effort to learn the game with these specific generals, to make those specific generals very good generals. It makes so much more sense for the scope of the game that they're trying to build. It just limits things so much, and yeah, I could go on and on. But the point is, that was fucking garbage. Let's go back. Let's go back. Madness. Madness. Calling your reserves of brain cells, you fucking morons. Nobody's gonna want this. Oh, God. Dumb. 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 Oh my God. Oh my God, I can't believe you fucking did this. Why would you? No, no one asked for this. This is terrible. No. Simply no. Say no to it, but the market for a CCG may already be oversaturated. Total War cash-in. Why does it look so awful? Was it made by students who got paid food? Your parents started with Chinese art to the alien era. Yep. Exactly. A fucking weeb right here just hit the nail on the head. They're pandering to their Chinese market so hard that they're basically becoming Konami and having their game turned into a fucking slot machine. Behind on the trend. You are the problem, Jeb Bush. You're the problem, Jeb Bush. people like you who just want Medieval 3 or Rome 3 or Medieval 4 or Warhammer 5. You're fucking no better than the Madden crowd, you know, the FIFA crowd, you know, the fucking the people that you that's a dumb stupid dumb thing to do. Oh, that's a whole other thing. Cash in bullshit nonsense. You know what makes money? A good, beefy, complex Total War game. Stop treating your customers like idiots and make a good game again. Oh god. Welp. There it is. I'm I think I'm officially I'm checking out of Total War. You guys. Like like I said, I'll play Warhammer 3, but don't expect much Total War content here. Like I have a video about War Dogs that I'm putting together just as a fun thing to do, but after, like, I'm not gonna do any Let's Plays or anything like that. I might do some machinima or something every once in a while, maybe, but just to, you know, play around with editing. But I have no desire to play Total War right now. Oh my god. Idiots. Just complete idiots.